So I'm here with TB. TB, what's going on, man?
It's going on. It's my first time in Philly.
First time in Philly?
Yeah.
Where you from?
I'm from Wilkes-Barre.
Where's that at?
Wilkes-Barre, it's like, there's like Scranton area, northeast.
Northeast?
Yeah, northeast.
How far is that from Kensington?
Oh, this is like hours and hours away, yeah.
How did you end up here?
Well, I ended up going to a rehab in Hillside. And from Hillside, it's called Pyramid. I went to, and then from detox, they sent me to Ridgeview. It's like 30 minutes away from Pittsburgh. And I didn't want to take blood work. I purposely got myself kicked out. So like, I came here in Philadelphia to, get high.
What was your first thought with coming to Kensington and seeing all this?
Sad, I just met this chick, and she's out here like all messed up and whatnot, and I'm trying to help her out. And all I see is people like sleeping on the streets. It's cold out here, and like getting high and whatnot. I mean, like, I only came here to Philadelphia because I kind of lost hope. Like, this is pretty much where I wanted to come because like I don't know what to do with myself anymore, honestly.
How old are you?
26.
26. You still got your whole life ahead of you.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any clean time since you started using?
So today's the day I just got high again. So I relapsed. I had 9 days clean. So.
You got any family?
Yeah, I do, but we're not close.
What's your plan?
My plan, well, from here, I want to get to New York. I want to try to find work somewhere over here so I can find money and whatnot.
So this your first night here?
Yeah, and don't even get it twisted. Like, my main thing is alcohol. I started drinking when I was like 12 years old, and I just started drinking again too. So before I got bad, which I don't know if I want to go back to drinking or not, but like that's like my main thing is liquor in the wintertime and in the summertime, beer.
Yeah. What's your drug of choice?
That would be alcohol, and I started drinking again a little bit. Like right when I had that first drink in me a couple weeks ago, I wanted to go back to more, and I'm like, you know what? So I went to this place called the Robinson Center, and that's in Wilkes-Barre, and I didn't even it's for like mental health and drug counseling and whatnot, drug and alcohol counseling. And, they help you out with meds and whatnot, get you on your feet a little bit, I think, and, like, stuff like that.
What's your plan for the night? Where do you plan on sleeping at?
I'm probably sleeping outside, or I'm going to find a shelter.
Can you just walk into a shelter?
I don't think so.
What do you plan to do for money?
Well, hopefully, like I said, try to find work,
How long have you been using for? Since 12?
I had my first drink at 12 years old. That was my love, was drinking. And so when I turned like 23, 23 years old is when I started using meth and heroin and fentanyl. Right now, like that's my main thing. Like like drinking's my main thing because like it gets the edge off. Like I write lyrics and whatnot. I can even show you my lyrics.
Spit something for me.
Well, I've been writing this one thing, okay? So lately I've been talking to the devil on my shoulder. This drugs and liquor ain't my friend, but hell, I keep my demons closer. I saw a bitch just to keep my ass sober. Yeah, I can beat it, but I don't want to deal with it. I can't help that these are the cards I play. And I could see it, but I don't want to believe it. My shadow's hiding behind the shade. My light always meets the darkness, and this is where I stay. But the night always meets the day. It's always been that way, it'll never change. But I'll be okay right now. I'm just playing the devil's game. You want to see my demons? Well, that's fine. Add sticks to the fire, let the darkness shine. I stay up late night and get high while they count all my mistakes and make me bad guy and add another flame.
Good, man.
Yeah.
That's good. How long you been writing for?
Well, I've been just starting to write again, writing again because, well, that's it's like something more new, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been writing. I'm just like, I've been getting a little better at writing. I'm just, it's just something to put my heart into, music. I love music, it's just like
What's your favorite genre?
rock and roll.
Yeah.
My favorite band's The Who.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you like old school?
I like old school rock and roll, yeah. Yeah, classic rock. Yeah, like,
You ever been to a concert?
huh?
You ever been to any concerts?
My first concert ever and only concert ever, which is pretty sad. I wish I went to more concerts as a kid, but like I didn't have a chance, and I'll get to that. So my first concert was Ted Nugent. You know Ted Nugent?
No,
Ted Nugent, you ever hear the song Stranglehold?
I don't believe so.
You ever heard that? A cat scratch fever. Okay, no, you gotta look them up. So,
Yeah, I'll check them out.
why I wasn't never given a chance as a kid because, well, okay, my grandmother is the one who raised me, and like, I was always sent places. Like, I was sent to like I wasn't really given a chance. Like, I was sent to placements as a kid, and
Like foster care? Group home?
I was in a group home before, yeah. And, I had a real rough time as a kid. Alcohol took the best of me. I was going to school drunk. I was drinking in the bathrooms. I was smoking that K2, like, spice and stuff like that. And,
Did you graduate or no?
no, I went to 11th grade and that's it.
You said you were raised by your grandmother. Do you know who your parents are?
I didn't meet my dad till I was 17, and growing up, my mom was in and out of my life. She wasn't even in my life, so I saw her like only 8 times growing up.
Yeah.
She came to move in with me and my brother and my grandmother when I was 15, 14 years old. And, she was shooting up, doing drugs with my brother, and that's where I, saw it, all was
Like firsthand?
yeah, I just saw it all when I was when I was living with. Well, when my mom came to live with us, she started doing drugs with my brother. It kind of pissed me off a little bit, made me a little upset. But now I'm that person. I have a kid too. Her name's Aubrey. She's 5. She just turned 5 years old, and I became the people that I hated my whole life pretty much, and it makes me upset. The mother of my child, she's in Wilkes-Barre right now. She's doing the same thing I'm doing, and it makes me upset. And when we were together, we weren't using. Oh, I was drinking, but I wasn't using these drugs and shit. I didn't really believe in it till yeah, when I was 23, that's when I started doing all this dumb stuff with drugs. And it's terrible,
Who was your daughter with, and if the mom's doing drugs?
My mother-in-law. Well, me and Nicole aren't married. That's not my mother-in-law, but she basically.
The daughter's grandmother.
Yeah, the daughter's grandmother, yep.
Yeah. Do you have any kind of communication with your daughter?
No, not right now, no.
Last time you seen her?
I didn't see my daughter till, well, I don't want to talk about it because, it's kind of, I haven't seen my daughter since she was a year old, It's just I've been out here on the streets doing dumb stuff, and it kind of sucks saying that in their interview, but, my life has gone all downhill, ever since me and Nicole broke up. See, I still see Nicole, but, the mother of my child, I still see Nicole, but I don't get to see the kid because, well, first of all, I didn't go to court, and it makes me look like a shitty person right now. But I just turned to drugs, and she's doing drugs too, and the grandma doesn't want me to see her. So if I just get my stuff together and whatnot, that's what I can do is just get my shit together. That's all I can do. Yeah.
I can tell you got it in you.
Yeah.
Is there any plans to kind of try to get clean in the future? Or do you kind of like this? Do you like living this lifestyle?
I'm comfortable. I'm too comfortable. I guess that's just like the way like life has turned out for me, and like it's sad. Like I said, like I said I was gonna get my shit together. Oh, I'm gonna get back in my daughter's life and whatnot, but it never happened. I just out here doing dumb shit, and like I'm too like into the streets,
Yeah.
and like
What do you think it would? What do you think it would take to kind of change that perspective?
I gotta do it for myself.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't like. I'm too worried about drugs, and like I'm too like into like the streets and like what everybody else is doing and whatnot, and it's just
No, I get it.
okay.
What's the craziest thing you've seen? Not, I know this is your first night here, but just in general out on the streets.
The craziest thing I've seen. Well, there's a lot of crazy shit out here. Well, people dying in front of me. I mean, like, that happens every day. People dying and whatnot from this
Have you ever
shit.
overdosed?
Yes, I've overdosed.
How many
yeah.
times?
A lot of times. Some,
You got hit with Narcan?
yeah. Yeah, I've been hit with Narcan. I overdosed in my area a couple times, and I was gonna say sometimes it was on purpose, and it's just I'm tired of living like this because of the people I surround myself with, and like the shit I do, and like I feel like a crappy person. You know what I mean? Like these drugs aren't good for me. It makes me feel good for a little bit, but after that, you need it more because you feel like shit.
Yeah. How
I'm not sick on dope. Like I use it to speedball. Once in a while. That's it. Like I'm not sick. Like other people kind of like. So you see, sometimes people pretend that they're sick. I think, but just to get more drugs and whatnot. But like, there are people that are sick,
Yeah,
But and yeah, that's my thing. Meth, fentanyl, and like I said, alcohol.
do you feel like this is taking a toll on you mentally, like this lifestyle?
Mentally, yeah. Well, I've been on the streets for a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's cold out here too.
What do you kind of do to cope with those thoughts, or do you
Right.
feel suicidal out here? Or
I have my days.
what do you do when you're by yourself and trying to cope with those mentally, just mad?
I think of lyrics and I write, or I just
Just to express your pain.
yeah.
If there's anybody watching this, especially the youth, younger generation, teenagers, etc., and you could leave them a message, what would that be?
If I can leave them a message, well, just take this interview for an example and like see where your life is gonna go down if you don't listen in school, you don't listen to people's advice, or you don't do anything for yourself, nothing's gonna work. Like, and there's too much bad shit out here. But there's evil on every corner, everywhere. But God will always be on your corner. And the thing about God, I don't know if God is real. I'm agnostic, but like I believe that there's something higher than me. You know what I mean? But like agnosticism, like I see everything as a question mark. So I don't know what to believe. But like I've prayed, and like that's another thing too. If you pray out here, if you're praying and whatnot, you can ask God for forgiveness. You can ask God for strength and help and whatnot. All right, but if you don't take action,
And faith without work.
yeah, this ain't no mirror on the wall shit. You know what I mean? It's like when people can ask God for whatever they want, but if you don't like work with that, what's gonna happen? Nothing's gonna happen.
I agree with you.
And, I hope that anybody that, is like, that has dreams and whatnot, like, I really hope that, like, they do something for themselves too, or they're just gonna, God's just gonna shit on their and they're just gonna shit on their life, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know, but
You ever tried to pray about it?
I try to pray, yeah, I do, and I don't know, I just don't have the energy, I live in depression, you know what I mean, and it's just,
Yeah.
it's a depressing life to live, it's hard.
No, I get that. I get that. Times like this, you need God the most.
Mm-hmm.
You know. TB, I definitely appreciate you sharing your story, man.
Thank you.
It's the courage for you guys to get up here and do this. So, it's definitely appreciated. I'm gonna keep you in my prayers.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.